In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I went from $75,000 of debt and student loans and being on food stamps, which I keep on my desk right here, always as a reminder of like where I was and all the bad places I was in, and almost being homeless, to building a 100K a month social media marketing agency. As you guys can see right here, if you need some proof, there's my agency. Take a look at it. Here's the appointments we're getting per month. And all it really takes for this, guys, is 10 keys and turning them correctly. And you can't scale unless you get all of these 10 keys and use them properly. I mean, and lucky for you, I'm going to be sharing them with you in this video here. I'm not going to gatekeep anything. And just to show you, I'm not making up some like random number. Oh, I should make like 10 keys, because it's better than that. I don't. No, each key has a purpose. And my clients went through the exact same process and used the same exact 10 keys to break 100K a month. And they did it. And this is just the proof right here for you guys to see. This is Noah. He's over 100K a month. He hit 100K a month back in November, a couple of months back.
I mean, you completely got me in the solar industry in the first place. I never
Yeah.
would have expected to be here without you kind of making that suggestion. And I feel like I've just absolutely just exploded into this industry, like nosedived into it, and now I'm
Yeah.
pretty advanced. Like I literally moved to Boston.
What's your MRR looking like now?
Bro, in November I did over 100. November was my first 100K month actually.
Nice, dude.
That was
Congrats.
off of 12 deals. And it's like very low effort. It was literally like ungodly easy. Like, I don't know why everyone doesn't do it.
This is Gabriel at impact.me. As you can see, here's our chats if you guys want to see that. He's already over 100K a month. He had 100 million revenue back in November too. Oh, they both hit in November. It's actually a pretty good month for both of them. That's pretty cool. But in this video, I want to show you guys exactly what we need to do. The 10 stages to scaling your SMMA. And with key number 1, we're getting right into it. We need to pick your service. So what is the service you want to pick? There's lots of services, and there's differences between them, right? There's low ticket, there's high ticket services, and honestly, screw the low ticket. We're going with the high ticket. That's how we're getting these high monthly revenue numbers. So what do I recommend? I recommend you guys do something like ad strategy and management. Why? Because it's easy. It's super easy to get a contractor in. It's high in demands. Now, is that the only high ticket service? No. Lots of my clients have different high ticket services. So many other things you can do. Now you have two options when you go with ad strategy management though. B2C ads or B2B ads. And in this video, we're going to be going over like ad strategy as an example here, but feel free to think of it as like your personal high ticket service, whether it's like PR, Clavio, email marketing, like whatever you guys are doing. This video, we're going to be doing B2B lead generation, because that is what's hottest right now. And all my clients are pretty much going into B2B lead generation as they're like in the rookie phase. They don't know what to do. I'm always recommending them to go into this right here. So after we do that, what's the second key? We have the service. So we need to pick the best niche we could possibly choose here. And this is you. And this is your little toolkit, B2B lead generation. Now, there's lots of niches, and I'm sure you've seen them, and there's probably some you resonate with fully. Like maybe you work out every single day, you go to the gym, you've been doing it all your life, and you're like thinking, okay, I can get these people some more members. That'd be pretty good. No, not gonna do it. Why? It's a bad niche. I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly why it's a bad niche and showing you what other niches you should be going into, or I'd highly recommend, because they're hot, they're easy to break into, and you can make so much more money compared to another restaurant here. We want to optimize for the highest lever we can pull as possible. So let's get into this example right here. Let's start off here with the left. Restaurants, gyms, convenience stores, markets, something like that, where one customer or one lead equals $1 to $100. Say it's a restaurant. One person comes in, it's a damn good day if they do a $100 bill right there just by themselves. Now, say this is you, right? You're giving your B2B lead generation as a service to this restaurant niche. Say they get 5 to 10 of those people coming in per month. At the very least, it's $5. Best case scenario, if one person is doing $100, they're getting about $1,000 for that month. Now compare that with these other industries like solar, roofing, like HVAC, medical, dentist, kitchen remodeling, like all of these high ticket niches. one person should do like one job in those, if you haven't seen yourself, is at least $1,000. Like, you know what the cheapest solar installation you can do is? Like, they average $15,000 to $25,000. It's a big job. Now, say you get them 5 to 10 closed leads per month with the same exact service, same exact toolkit. They're getting $5,000 to $300,000 on the high end per month because of your service. Now, why do they get so much more? Is because of the niche. That's all it is. The same service is the same. You're doing ads, you're doing copy, you're doing these campaigns and these audience settings, but that one lead is worth way, way, way more. Now, why do we care about that? They're making more money. You're not necessarily making more money. We're not there yet. So why do you care? Well, let me tell you, you will be making more money. Because when you come up to them on the 31st, ready to renew their invoice for the next month, you're going to say, hey, can I get 3 bands per month now? That's my cost. You can go higher than that. Lots of my guys will go up to like 10K, even like 15K, but let's just say 3K. You ask customer number one over here, that low ticket niche, nah, 3K, I only got at most 1,000 back. I'm down 2K and I paid for ads. Give me a refund right now. Terrible reviews, blah, blah, blah. Now you ask that other person who you made at least 5K that month, 300K on the high end, right? We're not even going to consider that. Let's just say the low end. They profited 2K. Keep them coming, right? That LTV is going up. They're going to want you. They like your service. They're going to give you good reviews. They're going to get more referrals. The network is going to go up and you just have less stress and you have a nicer and easier time. So now that we know we have our service, we have our niche. Let's say we're doing solar, right? That's going to be our example. The third key is to craft a better offer than everyone else in that space. Because lots of these niches, I'm not going to lie to you, there's lots of competition. In the solar niche, in the roofing niche, there's lots of people in there. And as Alex Ramosi himself says, don't let competition be a turnoff to try some other like small niche that's untapped. There's a reason that niche is competitive. I just showed you how easy it is to make a huge amount of money by pulling the same lever. Alex Ramosi himself, if he was going and creating his own SMMA, guarantee you he'd be going into something like solar or roofing, like if you started back from zero. Now, what would make him beat everyone else today, though? It's going to be his offer. If you can build a better offer than everyone else, you're going to be able to do it. Noah, at the very beginning of the video, I showed him. He started off in solar with zero experience, zero idea of the industry, zero idea how he's going to do the service, and solar is saturated. But we built him a better offer than everyone else, and he was able to explode quickly into the space, and all these people are gravitating to him instead of everyone else who's doing, the same exact stuff as I'm about to show you right here. Ever since $100 million leads came out, like, I love Alex, but come on, man. He completely destroyed every space. Not even the agency space, like every space, guys. I guarantee you've seen something like this. People are going around saying, I will guarantee you 1,000 leads, or I'll give you $100,000 in 3-4 months, sorry, don't pay, and I'll top it off with like $1,000 for wasting your time. Like they're literally just spewing lies. Like they don't care. In their head, a bigger, better number offer is going to get them more people. But the space has changed. Like it worked in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. I used this too. It worked in the beginning, but no, not even close. It doesn't work today. If you even attempt to say the same thing, you're immediately going to be labeled as a scammer. They're not going to respond to you. They've had it. It's been overused. It's worked before, like I said. Lots of people that are worse than you scammed them. Maybe you had a good service, but they didn't, but they had a better offer. Now there's just like, I don't trust anyone in the space at all. And it sounds like everyone else now, because that's all they're doing. All these gurus and people, they're telling them to do the same exact things here. And it just look like this guy in their parents' room or basement, whatever. So what is the traditional pricing, though, that we do see going along with this? It'd be some guarantee like that. And the pricing will be like $2,000 a month on a 3-month contract, which equals to $6,000 per year on contractual value. Plus they pay ad spend, which could be like, let's just say 2,000 ad spend per month. So number one, 6K plus that ad spend pay, 6K, they're committing to you contractually $12,000. They have all the risk because you don't handle the ad spend. They are like literally out 12K that they have to put down for you. And it's just not a good offer objectively. Like, would you choose this offer? Probably not. Why would anyone want to work with you on that offer? I wouldn't want to work on that offer. But what is the new best offer? This is the offer I'm having lots of people in my clientele start using to break into spaces like roofing, solar, HVAC, all these like saturated niches. Doesn't matter. Saturation doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. It only exists if you have a bad offer because they sound like everyone else. If you have a better offer, it is the best thing ever. That's how these guys can blow up that quickly. But what is it, right? Well, I have this little chart for you here so you guys can understand it a little bit. This is what people think they want compared to what they actually want. People out here think they want leads, so they'll start guaranteeing them. We'll get you 30 leads guaranteed per month, 100 leads per month guaranteed. That's great. Like, leads are good, but it's not what you actually want. So competition will come out and say, oh, you don't want leads. We'll guarantee you 30 appointments per month. And it's like, all right, we're getting there. But what happens is people get wise to that and they see, okay, 30 appointments doesn't mean anything if they don't show up or they're not qualified. So someone else comes out and is like, okay, we'll guarantee you 30 shown appointments or you don't pay, which is better. But shown, they still can't be qualified. What if they're like completely broke? They don't have the money for services. They're not your ICP. That's where we need to fill the gap. What do people really want? They don't want leads, appointments, or shown appointments. They want clients. That is the end result. That is exactly what they want deep down. So how are we going to capitalize that and make an offer around that, which removes the risk I showed you earlier, but also will make you more money compared to the original offer? So what it is a pay per client model where we have a $2,000 to $5,000 setup fee. And then from there, you get paid an additional $500 to $1,000 per client, depending on the niche. Like solar, for example, it's like $750 per install for residential, and commercial could be like $1,000 per commercial install, as an example for you guys, as to why there's like a little difference there. Completely up to you in the space. Now, this is the difference. They don't have to commit 12K anymore, and they don't have all the risk. At least they see it like that. They just have to commit that 2K to 5K setup fee plus the ad spend, depending on whatever your contractor or if you're good at the delivery, you just determine is needed for them. Much less risk, and goals are aligned on both sides. And the best part, because they're so scared, you end up making more money per month. And once they believe you and see that, oh, okay, this guy's actually making more money, right? They choose that 2K option because they don't want to, contract themselves to 12K. So that's like a 10K saving in their head, less risk. But in reality, this stacks up quickly, guys. Like, some of these guys are doing at least 5 installs or something per month. That's going to stack up very quickly for a minimal ad spend. And with that, they're going to quickly say, okay, I got to start begging this guy to switch to that other retainer model. But now you've profited, and you still can switch to that retainer model if you want after that 3-month contract. Or you can upsell them even further, which we do, and I recommend you guys to do, so you can squeeze out as much as you possibly can in LTV and revenue. Now that we got the third key, what do we have? We have the fourth key. We have the offer, we have the service, we have the niche, we have the delivery, all of it. Now we just got to market it. We have something that's going to break the competition and beat everyone else so that they want you. But it doesn't matter if you don't have the eyeballs. So there are some routes for you to go. There's the free route and there's the paid route. Long story short, the fastest route is going to be the paid route. Not everyone has the capital for it. Don't worry about it. That's where we have the cold route. Cold DMs, cold calling, cold emails, or cold SMS blasts. These are my recommendations for cold outreach. Now it's going to be a little bit slower, and the quality may be a little bit lower because they're not hot and ready to go looking for you. You're good looking for them, but it's free. And if you don't have the capital, do it. If you do have the capital, even at least like $400, $500, do paid ads. It's faster, it's scalable, you're getting higher quality. These people are coming to you, they're looking for you. They have the budget, they have everything. They're looking for the service actively today. It just, do they see you or this other person first, and they just impulse go with them. That's all it is. You don't have to be good, really, to do paid ads. Like the flow is immense. They might actually have a problem of too much to like chew at once. So cold outreach, here's some places for you. Apollo.io, D7 Lead Finder, Zoom Info, really good for the phone numbers. Upwork, Fiverr. There's other places for you guys to get leads, so you can just start reaching out to them. Software like Instantly, Go High Level, Manual if you want to get appointment setters on commission basis. Now for paid ads, you don't need this fancy or expensive edits or UGC content creators. You literally just need static ads that look like this. Like these ads performed and got thousands of dollars in, like getting people to 20K a month with just this kind of looking ad. And it might make you mad. It personally makes me mad, but it's so like the worse the ad get, the better it performs for some reason. So we should just run with it. And if you want to know the science behind it, we can get into it, but it removes variables. You don't need to worry about the video, like your background or whatever. Not saying video ads don't work. Like we use video ads too, but there's different purposes for them. I just recommend you get started with static ads if you're a beginner at this. So now when you have these ads or you have these cold outreach going on, we're just going to go with the example of paid ads here because ultimately it's what people end up doing. No one goes and tries paid ads and goes back to cold. It's always people go cold, go to paid ads and never come back. We need appointment set as the next key. Like leads are useless and we're not converting them into appointments. So the way we do that is by creating desire in the setting call so that they actually want to get on that call with you. Like say you book a call with Alex or Mosey 7 months from now on a random Tuesday. Regardless if he sent you 100 text reminders every day or 0 text reminders the entire time, you're going to show up on that call with him. The reason is desire. Desire has been built innately with him and his brand. They just trust him and you're going to be on that call. So how do we build that without the huge branding and YouTube and everything that he has? You guys don't have 3 books coming out. The way we do that and how we get lots of appointments in, get over 10 appointments every single day is with this. Number 1, you call them up, find out what's the problem, the awareness, what brings them in. Say they're coming in from an ad, what got them interested? Do they own a business? Are they owner? Number 2, we find the problem. This is them, right? A little sad, stressed out. Number 3, we're going to inflate the problem. We're going to talk about it. The problem is you don't have enough clients. Well, let's talk about it a little bit more. What's wrong with that? Like you're getting 5 clients a month. Why do you need 10? Well, I need these extra 5 so I can move to this place. If I keep it going at this rate, I'm not going to be able to make this payment, whatever it is. We're just really trying to get them to live in their pain. Then we have number 4. We find out what their goal is. Say their goal is, oh, well, obviously I want those 10 clients a month or like 20K a month, whatever it is. We're going to inflate it just like we inflated the problem. Okay, 10 clients a month. That's great. What's wrong with 5 though? Well, when I get 10 a month or I'm at 50K a month, I'll finally be able to go to Dubai, wherever you want to go, Canada, buy my new McLaren. That's the goal. We just want them to have their heads in the clouds, thinking about their goal, thinking about their family, thinking about everything that they want and they desire, being super happy. And then my favorite part ever, we zap them back down to reality and we say, okay, that's not happening. You've been at this for like, 3 months now, 6 months? Do you think if you do the same thing for another 3 months, you're going to get to that goal? No. So now they're thinking, well, shoot, there's a giant chasm from where I'm at to where I want to be that I was just thinking about. And I just admitted that I can't do it on my own. I don't know how to get there. I don't know what the solution is. That's where we do the final part. And the appointment setter or you is saying to them, well, Derek can fix this problem, or Bob, the closer, he can fix this problem because he went through the same exact thing. This is what he does. How about you hop on a call with them so that he can fix specific problem? Not any problem or your offer, the person's specific problem. The moment you get that, that's the bridge. The call is the bridge to fixing and crossing that chasm. The moment that's there, we call it desire. Now they have a reason to want and need to show up to that call with you. From there, you can start closing them. But it doesn't matter if they don't show up. So key number 6 is going to be closing. And I'm just going to go super overview on it. I can make another video on it. It quite honestly is going to take like an hour. Sorry, I was getting a call there. It's honestly going to take more than an hour. Like closing is a completely complex topic. But we like to do a 1-call close. That's what's worked best. We A/B tested that. But number 1, the first 30 minutes, I want you guys analyzing their business, being a coach and consultant, not being their friend. You want it super interview style. Get them to say what's wrong with their business, what's broken, and get them to say that what they're doing right now isn't working, it's not going to last long, and that B, change is needed. Like it has to happen. Once we get that, we can start pitching them, which shouldn't take 30 minutes, guys. The most common thing I see in call recordings are you guys are showing your contracts, you're walking them through other people's ad accounts for like 30 minutes. You're literally like consulting them or giving them free stuff on call, which is great if you want a friend. It's not good if you want to close someone. Why? Because the first half of the call, I want you guys building authority and frame. People don't buy from friends. People buy from people they trust can fix their problems, which are coaches or consultants or experts in the field. That's what we want to be, not a friend. That doesn't mean you just be a dick to them. But what I'm saying is you're not going to just spend the whole time yapping about their background, talking about useless stuff they don't care about, they don't need, just because you want to feel more trusting or be more relatable to them. That's not what they're there for. They're going to get closed by someone else that has authority and frame because they trust that they're going to be able to get what needs to be done. 5 minutes. This is what we do. This is the offer. Let's get going. Any questions, then you can answer it. That doesn't mean you're walking them through the Slack, walking them through everything, taking 30 minutes to do that. Because at the end, they don't care and they still have an objection and they're gone. They have to go another call, smoke screened, never see them again. Now, it's not lat day. The last 25 minutes should just be objection handling. If there's not already a close that happens, like the whole idea is we want people closed before the first call happens. I have lots of other videos on the pre-nurture sequence and everything. But worst case scenario, you want to have that time to objection handle and get that close. Now, I gave a little sneak peek on key 7 earlier, but service fulfillment, you have 2 options. Option number 1, you're good at the service and you can do it yourself, or you can hire a coach to teach you how to do it. That's going to give you 100% profits, but it's going to take away your time and it's going to take more effort. That's what I always recommend people to do in the beginning, but over time, you're going to be scaling and think in your head, you're actually going to be scaling. Don't think, okay, this may or may not work. Like, no, these methods are actually going to get you to scale to 50K a month. And you're actually going to have a problem of too many clients. And you're actually going to be up till 3 a.m. every single day doing 4 to 5 hours per sleep for the entire month on average, personal experience. And you realize, okay, I need to get contractors. I need to get CSMs. If I do want to scale to 100K a month, I need to outsource my fulfillment. That's where option 2 comes in, where you hire a contractor who's a professional, hopefully better than you, and can do it for you. $500 to $1,000, give them that pay, still profiting over 70% profit margins, and you get more time for you so that you can focus on CEO activities, not focusing on stuff someone else can do for you. You need to value your time as a CEO if you're going to scale over 50K a month. So as you start outsourcing, key 8 is going to be systems. And I tell this to all my clients. 0 to 50K a month, you can do completely on your own. I did that with me and a 5% commission setter, completely on my own. Was it fun? No. I should have got systems in earlier and improved myself sooner. This is where I recommend you guys to do this immediately. Try getting an appointment setter at like 5% commission or something. Later down the line, you can get some salespeople or whatever. But before you even start thinking of hiring them, you need to be prepped. You need to have a professional image and company. You need to have a process. You need to SOP everything so that they can fulfill for you. So what I recommend is you go on Google Docs or Asana, that one software we use, or Notion, whatever it is. And whatever the task is, if it's setting, you're thinking you're in the spot of setting from point A to point B, C, D, all the way to Z, and all of these other scenarios. If B happens, do C, X, Y, you have that stepped out and flowed. So what do you do with that, right? You have scripts, you have the processes. You want every single thing SOP'd, everything as possible in sales and setting and fulfillment. My goal was to go out to a random street or market, grab some random guy off the side of the street, put him in to fulfill for one of our clients. By all he needed to do was going into our Asana, where he sees every single step for launching a client, all the way from building an offer to literally this, finding their own systems and outsourcing themselves. The way we did that is by marking every single step that needs to happen. And if they click on that step, there's a walkthrough video and there's contingency videos. Like if this happens, do this. If the cost per lead is 5, do this. If the cost per lead is 50, do this. Every single possible thing we had stepped down, just wrote it all down, which made scaling super easy for us and hiring people is over 50K a month is a hiring game. It's all a systems game. That's all it is. It's easier to go from 50K to 100K than it is to go from 0K to 50K. Now, once you have that down, then you can start hiring, right? We're on key number 9. How am I going to hire people? You can use Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, Indeed, Facebook, WAP, School. There's so many communities where you can find people, but just put posts up, but all the posts have like the same Google form link that you're directing people to, so that you don't have to log in to all of these guys every single day. You just pull up Google Forms every couple hours, scroll through, refresh, and all you do here are pre-qualification questions, and a professional little note for you guys and tip. You need to make them excited for the position. Lots of people will put a lot of effort in making leads excited to close on your service, but will completely not care when you're hiring your own people internally. Would you want to work for a company that's just like boring and demands you to slave away? Like, even if that is the job, the post and the cover should not say that. Otherwise, you're not going to be getting anyone. Whatever you need to do, like, we did like giveaways, iPhone giveaways, like ticket giveaways for vacations, fully remote, like whatever you need to do to make your job appealing and exciting for them. So people are fighting for the position and they see this image of your company really high up, and not, okay, this is another dude that's going to be up front. He's telling me you're only going to be getting paid like $200 a month kind of thing. No, who would want to apply for that? Then from there, you're going to sift through and find the best, interview them, and hire them. And ultimately, I want you to build a team so you can remove yourself from the business, as I did with my Done For You agency, where all I do nowadays is hop on one-on-one calls with guys I really like and just make YouTube videos for everyone else that I love. Now, here's some quick tips for you guys. Setter, you can get the 5% commission on cash collected, which means if you close them at 3K, they get 5% of that. The closer will get like 10% of that cash collected. And if that deal doesn't fall through, no one gets paid anything, which is especially good for you guys in the beginning. And for our CSMs, or the client success managers, as we call them, per client, they get like $500 to $1,000. That's going to keep your profit margin super, super healthy at 75% plus, so that you can scale more into marketing, scale into branding if you want, whatever you want to do, or you just want to profit it. I mean, go for it. Like, build a farm or something, whatever you guys want to do. And the last key here is going to be branding. Now, once you have a $100,000 a month agency and you've outsourced yourself completely, you make money by only hopping on a team call once a week. You have lots of time now. That's what I do. So what do you do with all this extra time? As you can see in this video, if you want to scale, you need to build a brand. How are you going to build a brand? You need people to start coming to you. Start talking about what you know best. Start getting people to like you, know you, and trust you. Just seeing you. And people are coming to you. They're going to binge your content. Lots of you guys are, like, literally, lots of you guys know who you are, have watched and binged lots of my videos, and you've booked a call with me, and you've automatically just immediately trusted me and say, okay, let's get going. Let's start building my agency out. I'm not even going to be plugging that. It's just literally an example of how branding is powerful, how you can start scaling with it and make sales calls, enrollment calls, because of how easy it is. It doesn't have to be like targeting agency owners. You can do this if you're targeting people in like dentistry, targeting people in med spas. You just want to be that professional in the space where now you're not only doing like cold and paid outreach, but you're getting organic outreach. So people are coming to you. And when people are comparing you on paid ads, like not even YouTube, say you're doing your paid ads or your cold outreach, whatever it is, and they have competitor A and you, they're looking at you and they're like, okay, this dude has like 500 subscribers on YouTube. Not even watch his video. This guy knows what he's talking about. The other person might even have a better guarantee, but they're like completely not on the face of the earth. There's no social proof. There's no videos. There's no value. They don't even see the CEO. And now they're like, okay, kind of turned off now. Let's go with this guy. He seems more trustworthy. Obviously, he knows what he's talking about. He's done it. There's so many videos. It'd be a no-brainer not to. At that point, it becomes a logistics issue, not a trust issue. Now, once you guys have all of those 10 keys, you guys can scale. Like half of these keys will get you to 50K a month. The other half, like if you're not 50K a month, don't even like worry about them. Just focus on these 10 keys. I guarantee you guys will be making a lot of money. Now, as long as you put in the work in, you can do it. It's not easy, but it's simple. And I tell that to everybody. It's a simple process, and if you just do it and actually do it, you will get it. Now, with that said, this was pretty overview. If you guys want more in-depth details, I have a free training video down below in the description. You guys can click on it. It's free. Don't need to pay me anything. Just watch it. It's going to be worth your time. You're going to be learning a lot more details, and you guys can get your agency up and running faster. And you can kind of understand like a little bit back curtain on like what my agency does, and you guys can just start stealing that.